Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Tigers coming in at 4-0, going up against the Rams, who come in at 3-1. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Tigers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
This is a young man who has a lot of quiet confidence in his abilities. He won't shout it from the rooftops, but if you ever talk to him, you sense it, and you start to get it. In fact, I asked him about his mobility, and he said, well, I did run for over 1,500 yards in college. That was an easy answer from him.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory.
Let's go!
First carry now for Adrian Peterson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. It's second down. Dalton looking. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. And Dalton to throw. And complete. Right side to tight end Rudolph. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Peterson. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. They start the drive with Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Dalton. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Second down, Dalton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll throw again from their own end zone. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. And he's got his man Hilton. Give him 30 yards there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Give him 30 yards there. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Peterson alone in the backfield. They're going to give it to him running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And he puts it through. After the touchdown, now here's Hocker to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The defense working their way back out now onto their home turf. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. He said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And Rudolph has it left side. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case,
blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Dunbar, just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
The Rams defense getting ready to go again. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
On 2nd down, Peterson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he will. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man, complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. One receiver left is Hilton. He'll drop to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time in the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On the run, Dunbar. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he will be brought. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, and this is just inexcusable. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard. J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
He's going to take another. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They give it to Peterson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Chicago. Adrian Peterson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The one running back is Gurley. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. On the return is Peterson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
It's caught. Jones. 18 yards there and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one hand.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, now here's Hocker to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. J.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And it'll be Dalton again. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's got the connection to Cooper. The 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
This will be Dalton again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down.
I think what we're seeing today, partner, is what happens when you have a really good game the previous week. You get a lot more attention from the defensive coordinator. Yeah. It looks to me like they spent a lot of time figuring out tendencies, how they get him the football, and adjusting accordingly.
Well, they've adjusted, and the numbers certainly show that. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyle Rudolph. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the run, he'll let this, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish.